So hello, it is that time of year again where we're all out looking for Christmas goodies and bargains, and I've got a few things I just want to show you. I've got a couple of new products from Super Sparrow. Now Super Sparrow, if you watch my landscape photography channel, you will know that I use a Super Sparrow water container, a water bottle, a lot. I take this one absolutely everywhere with me, and I've had it for the last couple of years. It's a 1 litre water bottle. It gives you the ounces and fluid ounces on the back, and yeah, it's got a nice locking cap which flips open, and I can drink very freely from it. I like the strap on it as well. It's very handy, and like I say, I've had that for a couple of years now. I've got a generic bottle which I use for work. As you can see, the lid doesn't work anymore. It doesn't flip up, so yeah, it's become a bit of a problem. So I reached out to Super Sparrow and just basically said, is there any chance you can send me a new water bottle? And they said, would you like to try out some of our new ones? So they sent me some, which is great. But first of all, this one, they do some amazing colours. They do the metal stainless steel bottles with the straw type lids, with carry handles on them and pop-up lids and things like that. I've had this one again. I've had this one a couple of years. This is one of their special colour ones. They do some amazing colours and some really nice patterns. So I've had that one for quite some time. You can see it's a little bit bashed and battered, but yeah, it gets used quite a bit. I'm not one for using the metal bottles as much because I prefer the plastic lighter weight ones, because I can see how much fluid I've got in them, and then I can judge then how much I've drunk and how much I've got to drink, whereas the metal ones, I can't really tell. They've also got these really beautifully nicely made. They made some fantastic bottles, fantastic drinking cups. They do flasks. They do a great array. Please check out their website and have a look. Super Sparrow. They do some makeup, and these are really good quality. Again, this one's another stainless steel one with a really nice carry handle. These look really high quality, and they make them in some fantastically beautiful colours as well. So yeah, well worth checking out and having a look at. So we're here to talk about the new ones. This is one of the new ones. I've had this out and tried this. Just wanted to see whether I would like it or not, what my first thoughts are, what my impression is compared to the one I'm so used to flipping open and closing and using. My first impression is it's well made. Good quality, Super Sparrow. You've got the fluid ounces and your millilitres on the back again. This is a 750 millilitre. It says it takes a volume of 830 ml, so that's if you top it right to the top, right to the lid. So it's a smaller bottle than the other one, but it's got a bit of a more chunky feel to it. I think it's slightly girthier at the bottom. Now, yes, this has got a lock on it. This locks, and it's got a push button on the side, so you cannot open this when that is locked, which is really great. You can keep it in your bag. They're leak proof and drip proof and spill proof, so all their bottles are this way. They're designed so you can put them in your bag and carry them around. So with this closed, you can't knock it and open it in the bag. When you flip the lock, once it's unlocked, you can get hold of the bottle, you can pull it out of your bag, flip the switch, and you've got this really big girthy wide mouth on the top. Now the mouth is covered by a plastic shield, and as you press the button, you can see the wide mouth pops out and it keeps it clean. So it's basically hidden inside. It's not actually open all the time. It's actually hidden inside to keep clean. Do I like this? Unfortunately not. I like drinking from it. It's got a really good mouth to it. It's got a great big hole, so there's a lot of fluid comes out when you want to gulp down. And I think this is actually called a tap gulp or a touch gulp. So it's got a gulpy top on the top of it. So I do quite like the gulpy top. I like the fact you can pop it open with one finger. But what I'm not keen on, because I've got very small, stumpy hands, is I kind of struggle to do it one-handed and keep hold of the bottle. Now, two solutions. One is they could put a lanyard, a strap on it like they've got with this one, because I tend to carry my bottle quite often with my hand through the strap. Or I've got it with my finger my thumb through it, and I carry it around like this so that I can't sort of drop it. So I quite like that strap, and they've done away with the strap for a pop-up loop. Now again, the pop-up loop's great. You can carry it around with your fingers. You can latch this to your bag with a carabiner or something like that. So the idea, I like the idea, but I'm missing that strap. Now if I'd have had strap for it, I can have it around my wrist. I can pop it open. I can then reach up with my little short stumpy thumbs, and I haven't got to worry about it slipping out my fingers. So that's the only downside for it. Other than that, the bottle works really, really good. They do some fantastic colours, and they do all the different sizes. I think this is the deeper blue one, and they also do like a matte version and a shiny version, and this is the matte version, and I think I prefer the matte version rather than the shiny version. So yeah, the Gulpy cup, I quite like it, but it's just missing a little trick for these little stumpy fingers. It's not ideal. I've got another one here. They actually sent one for me and Marta, my partner. So yeah, I've got a nice pink one here. This is brand new. She hasn't even had this out and had a look at this yet. So look at this. It's a nice, well, I'm going to say girly pink, but we shouldn't say girly, should we? Because, you know, maybe a guy would like this pink and sort of like turquoisey sort of colour. But yeah, really, really nice, really, really pretty. So I'm going to put that back in there, and yeah, Christmas present. So what else have we got? The other one they've sent me, and again, I quite like this, but I am going to be honest with you. This one I have had out and had a look at it, because I've got to have a look at them to see what they're like. This is in a very simply plain clear grey. Now the idea between this one and this one's on the back here, I think they call it a touch sip Tritan straw. But do you know what? Good job I haven't been drinking this Christmas in it so far. Yeah, so again, screw on lids, very tight, very good, very strong lids, well made, very good strong plastic, BPA free and all that, you know. So they are designed for long last and safety. And with this one comes inside here is 2 straws. So this comes with 2 straws. The good thing with 2 straws is you're getting a spare. So if you get any damage to your straw, you've got a spare straw, and all you've got to do is just tuck that into the bottom like that, and your straw is attached to your lid, and then you just slot that on the top. And the difference with this one is you've got your flippy up lid, which is really, really nice. And again, it comes with a lock. I think if I remember rightly, there was a lock on this. Yep, you'd slide it down. So you slide the lock down. That can't be pressed by mistake. So you can put it in your bag. If it bounces around, it's not going to get knocked open. So flip it up, press the button, lid comes up. Just like my old traditional one, the lid pops up, and one finger I can flip it back over. But the difference between this one and having a solid lid inside is this one's got a straw, so you don't have to tip it up. This one, I have to tip it up to drink, and sometimes if you tip it up too far with a little tiny hole in the top, the little air hole, it does flip a little bit of water in your eye. This one again's got an air hole in the top, so that when you're sucking, you're not causing any vacuum. But the beauty with this one is you've got this rubber drinking straw, and it flips up with the lid. So as the lid comes up, you can see there, it pops up inside. So the quicker the lid pops up, the quicker it'll pop up. And that's connected to the inside straw, and then you're getting your juice from the bottom without having to tip it up. So there's none of this getting water in your eye. You're literally drinking straight out. When you're finished, close the lid, the straw's tucked in, kept nice and clean, easy to wipe off, get no dirt in there. And again, this one comes with a carry handle, or if you want to clip a carabiner on it, great. But I am missing my lanyard. I do like the lanyard, so I've got it round my wrist, and I know that I'm not going to knock into a tree or a bush or fall off a rock or slip when I'm walking, and it's not going to go landing on the floor. Now, I have dropped this a few times, and I can assure you these things bounce great. They really do. I've not had any damage to that whatsoever. But yeah, I like the fact you can flick this up, you can close it with one hand, but I am missing that lanyard for that safety thing. And do I like a sippy straw? I'm not sure. I think Marta, she loves them. She loves the sippy straws. She likes to be able to just pick it up and drink from it, close it and put it down. With me, I'm quite happy to... See, I'm taking my fluids in every time. I'm quite happy to tip it up. So I like the ease, the less mechanical side of it, of that bottle. But again, yeah, really, really nice, really good, really well made bottles. Prices, I'm sure I'll be putting up on the screen. The 1 litre one for this, this is 17 GPB, which is Great British pounds. So that's a 32 fluid ounce. So for the big one, they do it in a small as well. They do it in a 17 fluid ounces, which is a 500 ml, and that is £15. And £17 for the 750. So there's 750 and the 1000 on the screen. They're actually the same price at the moment. The Gulpy cup. The Gulpy cup is 17 for a 750. And again, I do like this Gulpy cup. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but yeah, I think I'm very used to the ones I have and keep. They've just sent me 2 more. Like I say, that because my work one's damaged, I did say whether they could send me a nice one, and they sent me a new one in exactly the same colour as my old one. So that's great. This is the 750, so it's slightly smaller, makes it a little bit easier for carrying in your bag when you're out and about. Great lids with lockable lids on them as well. And they've also sent me a slightly bigger one, which they sent me the 1 litre one again as well, and I asked if they could send me a nice dark colour, something a little bit different, so they sent me the nice dark, matte dark blue one, and I really love these. I think they're fantastic. I like their lanyards, and they are really nice bottles to use, and this has been going for years, and I'm sure it's going to be going for longer. That's what I wanted to show you. Super Sparrow cups. Fantastic cups. Like I said, they do the hot flask, they do hot water, cold water. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good Christmas, have a good New Year, and don't drink too much alcohol. Drink your water, because it definitely will make you a healthier person. Well, that's what they keep telling me anyway. Ta-da.